Hi everybody, it's August 25th, 2025. There is a strength in submitting to the pressures of challenges. Many times when you submit to the pressure of certain challenges, not all of them, submitting to them takes away the consequences of that defeat. If you are good at realizing which ones don't require your contesting, if you realize the ones that don't require your victories, you can save energy and gain wisdom by just letting the structure of that lesson end, just letting it end and letting go and moving on. And so when I think of that, it brings me to a certain mind space when I think about the relationship between my inner self and my mind. And over the years, I've noticed just how much my mind plays a role in reality, or in my reality. So of course it seems pretty obvious that the mind and your reality is intrinsically interwoven together, because your mind is how you perceive reality and how you take up space in reality. But going through my younger years, I wasn't exactly highly self-aware. And so I thought my mind was faulty. I thought my mind was weak. I thought my mind hated me and was working against me. And needless to say, I found myself in a world of torment, in a world of questioning without really receiving any answers that I needed, in a world where hope was something that I left behind in childhood. And so as I grew, the good quality that I had was persistence, just a dogged persistence through life, no matter hard or easy. And so now as I look back, I realized that it took a certain twist of fate and a certain attention that I had been ignoring before to come to the realization that my mind and myself, my inner self, could work together and could work together to exist in a reality that was more beneficial to me than I thought could ever be. And I wouldn't say it's making friends with my mind that changed. It is communicating with my mind in a way that it becomes an asset rather than a purveyor of torment. So when I communicate with my mind in a healthy way, I think what I'm doing is I'm observing before I act on any of my thoughts when I have the time, when I have the luxury of time to do so. But I observe and I try to understand how my mind is rendering what it is perceiving at the moment. And once I get an idea of what my mind is gathering from the situation that I'm in, I try to remember how I like to stay pure, how I like to stay honest, so I don't cloud my judgment. And so when I take on the role of an observer in partnership with my mind, my actions aren't frenetic, they aren't feeble, they are more accurate and they are more healthy in terms of where I want to end up when I peruse through this information that my mind is giving me. And so it is a constant communication with the mind that is required to not shoot yourself in the foot and to not wing yourself before you even get started. And another strategy that I have with my mind is to not revolt against it, or not to hate it, or not to become desperately discouraged when it hands me pain. When it computes pain and hands it to me, I try to converse with my mind without words necessarily as to why my mind is transmitting this pain to me, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, physiological. I try to understand and converse with my mind, like, why is this pain here? Can we do anything about it? Is it necessary to open my eyes to something I don't see? And so when you don't combat your mind for doing something that you don't like that it's doing, your mind, in other words, in so many words, won't turn on you. It won't increase the pain so you could understand more. If you already meet it with understanding, the pain will come to an end quicker or at the absolute correct time. So when you are occupying your reality, it's always to be conscious that you have a conversation with your mind when you can, and try to understand why your mind is serving you this sort of color of reality, and to get used to not flinching and reacting with anger and hate and sadness and depression and negativity. It's an openness and an honesty and a patience with your mind to work together through the reality that you both are sharing. So I hope this helps. Thanks.